6.24. Now I'm creating 6.24. Let me do it again. 6.24. Let's see what we've got for us. Okay, so this is it right here. Okay, listing 2.7 show current time.java displays the current time. Improve this example to display the current dates and time. The calendar example in listing 6.12 print calendar.java should give you some ideas on how to find the year, month, and the day. You know what? If you've been following me, you would know that I really hate hints, because often I find them making me less of a thinker. So that's why I prefer doing things my way. Okay, so let's see what we're gonna do. Okay, this is the only thing I have, right? This method here, it's there on your textbook. It's basically responsible for telling you whether or not a year is a leap year, and a leap year is a year with 366 days. In other words, the month February for that year has 29 days instead of 28. Okay, enough of that. Now let's get to the bottom of this. So what's the first thing for me to do? Okay, I wanna have a long total milliseconds. This is the total milliseconds starting from 1970 up to this moment. So system.current millis, you use that method in order to retrieve that. Okay, now I've got that. What else do I want? I want total seconds. Okay, now I'm converting this whole thing into number of seconds, and I'll simply do that. Okay, now question: how many milliseconds are there in a second? There are 1,000 of them, right? So we're gonna have to divide by 1,000. Now we know the number of seconds. Now we want but you should know one thing, right? If we do that, there might be certain milliseconds that happen to be a remainder here, right? You might probably have let's say 5 billion perhaps. I'm trying to come up with something that would make sense for you guys. Let me choose a smaller number. This value might probably be 10.3 seconds, right? I know 10 is a tiny number. There is no way that 10 could possibly be an answer here, but I'm just saying that for the sake of making a point here. And the point is, you see that 0.3 that will be left as the remainder. That's what we shouldn't forget about. Okay, now here's what I want to do. Okay, here's what we want to do. We want to compute the current second. We also want to compute the current minutes. So in order to compute the current second, this is what we're going to do. Current second. We know that because we were only told about time, and for time we are concerned with seconds, minutes and hours. So that's why we don't care much for the remainder, the one I was just telling you guys about. So current seconds will be total seconds. We know that a minute is made up of 60 seconds, right? So we wanna divide by 60 and then we take the remainder. We are concerned with the remainder, the seconds that get left behind. Okay, once we have taken all the minutes away, if you know what I mean. Okay, now that we do know our current seconds, it is time to obtain the total minutes. So how many minutes are there? Total long, total minutes, total minute. Nope, it's gonna be total seconds divided by 60. This is logic right here, folks. I cannot think of any way to put this in a simple form. Okay, now we have the total number of seconds up to now, starting from the year 1970, right? So the next thing for us to do is to compute. In fact, I should do this. Oops, I shouldn't. The next thing for me to do is to compute current minutes. Okay, current minutes will be I'm using the long data type for the sake of avoiding a compile error. Okay, so current minutes is gonna be given by total minutes mode 60. Why mode 60? Because we know that an hour is made up of 60 minutes. Okay, so we wanna take 60 of those minutes and combine, not necessarily 60, a multiple of 60 of those minutes, and we know the total of that will give us the total number of hours, and the remainder will give us the current minutes. Okay, and then our total hours. In fact, I just told you. What will that be? So it's gonna be total minutes divided by 60. Now we need to know current hour. Again, how are we gonna find that? I'm hoping you've grasped the pattern here. It has to be total hours. Now question is total hours. How many hours make up a day? So there are 24 of them. So we're gonna say mode 24, not divide, mode 24. And then we're gonna go long total days. It's gonna be total hours. I hope everyone can see where am I going with this. Divide by 24. Okay, those are total number of days. Now it's time to deal with the current day and current month. Now bytes, current day, current month. I know I'm not used to declaring variables this way, but it is also a choice. I'm trying to point out that. Okay, you know what, we're gonna need a variable to hold the total number of days. Okay, total days, and you will see in a moment why we've got that variable there. Sometimes it's hard to explain your logic. Okay, so current year is given by 1970, the beginning of time from Java's point of view. So what I will now do is to go while temp total days is greater than 366. If this is the case, then we know that there's a possibility that we've got another year. Suppose I don't know how to put this. You'll see in a moment. You will see in a moment. Perhaps once I'm done, it will make more sense. Or temp total. Sometimes it's hard to explain one's logic. Okay. Or 365. Okay, the very first thing we want to do now is to check if our year is a leap year. So I'll check if it's not a leap year. Is leap year the method that is already there, current year. If current year is not a leap year, then we know that temp, we've got to decrease. Suppose we had 1 million number of days, right? In order to now here's the logic. Suppose we've got 1 million number of days, or perhaps 1,000 number of days for simplicity. What we want to do is to count how many 365 days are there which make up a year. 365 or 366, depending on whether or not that year is a leap year. But what we're going to do, we're going to start from 1990. So, in case, I'm just making another lame example. I know it's lame, okay? Suppose we've got, okay, suppose we've realized that, suppose we've got only 400 days, for instance, right? So on that 400 number of days, we'll first check. We'll start with 1970 itself, right? We'll check whether 1970 is a leap year. If it is a leap year, then we're gonna remove 366 days from those 400 days, right? Perhaps 400 was a small number. So whatever the remainder will be, we'll know that since it's going to be a number less than 365, then those days, they don't make up a year. So those can be left as they are for further processing. Okay. Oh, I don't know if I created a confusion by that, but let's hope I did not. And if I did, I don't know what is it I should say. Temp total days. I'm removing 365 days. Otherwise, I've got to remove 366. And then increments my current year. The logic is pretty clear there, folks. Oh, again, we're removing. Okay. Now the next thing for me to do is to increment my current year. Current year. I mean, this loop right here is actually responsible for getting us the current year, right? Now, current month. Current month. Oh, we already declared it. So, initialize it to the first month, which is January. Again, I need another loop. I mean, we need another loop for the same reason why we needed one for finding the total number, the current year. Okay, so I will go temp total days. If temporal number of days is greater than or equals to 28. Why 28? We've gotta take into consideration the fact that February has 28 days, so we shouldn't miss February. Okay, I should take that into consideration as well. So total.
Papa?
What is it, my niece? Just say Papa. No, this is the wrong time, but say whatever you said. I didn't ask you to laugh. Now get the heck out of here. I'm in the middle of something. Okay. Now I want to say total. So sorry for that. I know we are in the middle of something important. Oh. She really distracted me, right? Okay, and current month is less than or equals to what? 12. Because there are 12 months in a year. Now, this is the next part. I wanna copy and paste it. In fact, I'm not gonna copy and paste it. I wanna pause the video, write it, and then continue later on because it's gonna be time consuming. You see, if you're working with if-else statements containing a bunch of conditions, it tends to be time consuming for a person like me. Okay. The logic is pretty straightforward here. If current month is one of those months having 30 days, then we have to remove 30 days from our total number of days. Okay, and if current month is a month like January, March, I mean basically those months with 31 days, then we've got to remove 31 days from our total number of days. However, if the current month is February, it's gonna be a two-step process unlike before. We're gonna first have to check whether February whether a year, the current year, is a leap year, and if it is a leap year indeed, then we know that we're gonna remove 29 days. Otherwise, we're gonna remove 28 days from the total number of days. Woof. Okay, once we're done doing that, we're gonna have to increment our current month. Okay, there should be pretty much it. I know the indentation is in okay, but that's not the point here. Okay, what is it now? Why is she crying? Okay, so what else is left for me to do? Oh, now that we've got current month, you've got current day. Oh, now we are left with one thing to do, and that is to get current day. You know what? Let's try to temp total days. Let's try to convert it into a byte. Is it gonna let us? Current day. You don't want to tell me I did not current. I thought I had the current day. There is it up there. Then why is it not? Why is it giving me that error there? Or perhaps temp days I missed. Yes. Okay. Now we want to get the current day. Oops. You know what, folks? This has been a long video. I'm gonna do the exact thing I did before, to pause and then write the code, and then we wrap up. Okay. Okay. This is the part that I didn't wanna waste time. Time typing, right? It's better do it aside and then pause and then come back to you guys once I'm done, now that this video has taken too much time. And again, if you are against the whole idea of this whole thing of pausing and then continuing aside, you can let me know. There's absolutely no problem with that. Indeed, you guys, we have a working solution. Today it's the 1st of the first month and the year is 2020. Oh, last night, not necessarily last night, the day before that, people were having fun, drinking, doing all kind of crazy stuff, okay? But I was still here at home preparing these videos, you guys. Okay, so I'll see you on the next one, you guys. For now, I'm gone. You see, this time here corresponds to what? To this over here. Oh gosh. Now, the only there are 2 minutes. There are a few seconds. They are a few seconds apart. That's what I've been trying to say. Oh, by the way, today is not the 2nd based on this calendar. It's actually... what the fuck? Did I mess up? And if I did, let me know, you guys. I'm gone.